Hello YouTube, this is Mickey D back again with episode 91 of Stationeers. Pretty much picked up right off, this picks up right off where we left the last episode. And I'm trying to keep an eye on the power. I've had the base idling for a couple minutes. I shut down some of the, I think the problem is all the ACs were running along with the heaters. I don't think the base power grid can quite handle that, so hopefully, hey David, by shutting off some of the ACs that we don't really need right now, we only really need these on. And this one is almost, it's set to like negative 58.2 or something, I believe. So it was almost there, but, and I think, oh yeah, the sun is setting, so we didn't get as much of a charge still. Yeah, we only got up to like 46%, but we had dropped really, really low. So hopefully it cycles a day or so and we should be good to go. Hopefully. And the heaters should be shutting off relatively soon here. Solar update. All on the solar. Yeah, we'll probably be upgrading the solar soon. I don't know if we're going to do it right now. I don't know. I haven't quite. I mean, we could. I was hoping to go out and do the expansion a bit more. Though we are getting kind of low on resources too, so maybe solars would be something good to work on in this episode instead. And we will see. Let's see, what do we need for solars? Obviously we need glass. I think we have a bit of glass already made up. I think all the silicone is 100 silicone. And do we have any in there? No. Okay. Oh. Let's see. Gold. Oh, yeah. Gold, copper. We got gold. We got copper. Yeah, iron. We got plenty of iron. And I think for glass, I think we've got a stack of it or so. 41. Yeah, so that's, we're not going to put in that many solar panels. We put in that many solar panels and we actually max out the heavy cable. So, yeah, let's not do that. I think, yeah, look, 400 iron right there. Oh, one more. Is that steel? Okay, let's try again. Copper, gold, iron. So what we could do is iron, I believe, yeah, a bit of gold. And what was it, the copper? That'll give us 20. Copper is going to be the limiting thing on that. Which we are getting kind of low on copper. We still have 83 in there too. Here's where everything ends up in one machine. We'll see how many we can. Hey, Dark Dragon. So there was a. Before I forget, there was a beta update today. Supposedly they did the first pass at docking for the motherships. I really wish they were a little bit more comprehensive, I guess, on the patch notes, whatever you want to call it, change log. Since, as far as I know, we still can't even make them in survival. Well, which that might be true. We might only be able to still make them in creative, and they're testing it in creative, which I guess would make sense. Yeah, copper. And I think, yeah, no copper. Obviously no copper. 50 copper. Do we really want to turn everything we have into solar panels? And I know why we're so low on copper is because we made a ton of wiring. I mean, because we did a ton of wiring for one, but we well, we can combine those, and we're gonna need them. And it might be enough. Hey, look! I'll actually go up and put solar panels on the roof and bring glass with me. So we should actually go up and count how many solar panels we have too. 20, that's going to give us another 2, almost 3. Ooh, yeah, we're just short, a little shy. And the gold I was smelting, which we'll throw in there because we're going to use gold. Yeah, so we're obviously going to be going, I'll be doing a mining. I might see if I can get a mining run done before the next stream. I think it's going to need to be done. All right, and I'm going to leave those two for, you know, because that's a horrible number. Oh, I remember too, my helmet is open. I know. I think it's the first time. You know, after I go up on the roof, like I don't know, 8, 10 times, I actually finally remember to bring glass with me. Okay, yep. So we should be able to get these up relatively quick. Hopefully, maybe before the sun comes up. Oh, that reminds me, we still need to do a little tweak on the circuit so it is like 99.9. I think somebody was saying that's what causes it to glitch out sometimes on the solar panels. Oh. Always the airlocks. Always gotta wait on the airlocks. Yeah, so this will be the only stream I'm gonna do tonight. It's a little bit of a late start. Close enough. Supposedly it's the where it's going all the way up to 100. Supposedly it can cause them to glitch out, either because it's going all the way up to 100, or the math is actually making it go slightly above. Supposedly somehow the calculation causes it to even go slightly above, even though it's set at 100. So, oop, I did not want to do that. That's what happens when I have my lights off and I'm trying to do this. The equation for the solar panels. So the logic circuit is basically letting it go all the way to 100. Supposedly that's what causes the issue. And let's for one. Oh, they did, as you can see, we now have stars at night. That was in the update today as well. Yes, yeah, the angle. So yeah, we're not. We've actually, oh look, stars. They don't twinkle though. And let's see. So we want these 2. And which way were we running? All right, we want power on that side for this run. Oh, I don't need the jetpack on. Okay, let us get some solar panels up. So what are we getting? 12 more. Oh, I remember back in the days when we only had like 12 solar panels. Those days didn't last very long. Oh, look at that. just enough to finish off the row. That's nice. Now my OCD won't be mad. Okay, hopefully. Let's see, we need to alternate the... Oh, look at that. I left it already set up. It's almost like I planned ahead to have another row on here at some point. And... No, not a corner. A junction. There we go. Okay, let's get this up and going. And then I think we'll jump over to trying to get the stuff set up for that. I don't know how far we're going to be able to get, though, because I'm feeling we're going to run out of some resources. Well, we do have 100 copper. I think that's really the only thing we're really low on. That and steel. Steel we are quite low on. I actually meant to do a mining run before this episode, but I ended up playing Hellion instead. And I did not stream it. Though I do plan on streaming again at some point. Oh. We're going to want... Yeah, I think we're going to want that there. Now, if I was smart, I would go ahead and put the glass on these so they can at least generate some power even if they're not lined up. Oh, except we're going to run out of heavy cable because I don't have the other ones on. Son of... I was really hoping 50 was going to be enough. I should have known. I should have just grabbed both stacks. Well, we'll start at this end and get it as far as... Oh, really? One? Alright, fine. Just be that way. What is it? 3? We'll get as many as we can hooked up, just so they're throwing some more power into the base. And I don't know why they don't remember. When you some stuff remembers the position that you last had it in. Some stuff does not. The heavy cable seems to be one of those things that does not. It always defaults back to, I believe. Oh, no, it didn't that time. I don't know. It's kind of random. Okay. Well, we got as far as there, so that's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll add the other 4 back in later on. Oh, and we got one more, which is not going to be enough to hook up another. Yeah, see? I don't know. It's random. I was on that, and now I'm on a 3-way junction. And when I stopped on the 3-way junction, it came back as a straight. I don't know. Let me see. Which way do we need to turn these? Negative 90. Okay. Yes. Why wouldn't my jetpack run out while I'm up here? Da-da-da. It's kind of nice that, I don't know, we can build, you know, the grids are always basically, when you build, it's always facing the cardinal directions. Because that way we always do line up with the sun. Though I'm supposing if we have a ship, well, I don't really know why we'd have solar panels. So, I wouldn't actually mind putting a couple solar panels on a ship, just so when it's landed and not flying, that would be an interesting circuit. Which I think there was a... no, I'm thinking of Space Engineers. I know in Space Engineers you can do a circuit so that it'll you can use the script to basically it'll move it like 10 degrees, and it'll see if the power goes up or down, and then basically it'll keep moving it, so it can kind of like auto dial the sun in. And we do have script support here. Well, kind of, not really. That would probably end up being quite the circuit. All right, let's get out. Actually, before we do that, let's turn this off, because, oh, good thing the base isn't that tall. And here I was trying not to use the jetpack. I really need to make that catwalk like around the base like I was planning on doing. Just for the whole purpose of being able to walk around the solar panels. Okay, so. And can we sneak? Oh! Well, that was an awesome time for a lag spike. We might. At least we know if we fall off the roof, we don't actually take damage. Though I'm sure if we fell off over here, that we would probably take damage there. Okay. And we're probably, I really wish we had a crouch. I really wish the solar panels were just a little, oh, hey. Well, that usually doesn't happen. It must be because they were exactly level. Oh, all right. Let's get this done. Hopefully, now this should, because I think we have enough storage. I think the issue is just, oh, not a four-way corner. Is we're not generating enough at this point. But we'll find out. We'll see how this does. And I really do got to count solar panels and find out. Because, though actually we do have the data reader up here. So we could just read how much we're collecting. Yeah, junctions really chew up the cables, huh? But at least I actually brought 2 stacks of the regular cable. All right, here we go. And very nice. So much cable. Okay, there we go. Now, if we read data, was 109. Oh, we could actually just cut the data cable at the end for a second, and that would tell us how many are on. No, I'm not going to be able to get through here. Nope. Let's get over to the stair side. Yep, that's fine. Okay. Ooh. I'm kind of like ice skating there for a minute. Can we get over to this side? Where does this come down at? Runs over there, runs over there, there. I think one of these over here is a 3-way. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's that. That's right. One of the cables is purple because of that whole weird, which is kind of annoying. We want to do, yes. bet it's probably one of these is a junction. Ah, right there. So that's where it actually comes up at. So if we actually cut that. Oh, no, okay. Oh, right there. Junction. I think that should be it. So if we read on this side. Oh, that's still... Yeah, never mind. All right. Yeah, because it ties into the charging circuit down in the... down below. In the basement. So we'd have to go down there and cut that. All right. I thought that was going to be an easy way to count the solar panels, but... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, see, yeah, there's the glitchiness right there. So those are 12. So we got 3 rows of 12, a row of 11. So we've got 11. So 3 rows of 12, right? 1, 2, 3. A row of 11. And then I think this row has, let's see, that would be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And a row of 16. So we have 63 solar panels running. So we're putting out basically 31 megawatts. All right. So while we're up here, let's see. It should be. Let's see. We came out this this airlock, so it's depressurized. Math unit. Oh, okay, right there. So we should be able to take this one. If we drop a still sheet down there, we did. Can I pick it up? Thank you. We should be able to drop that one to 99.9, and supposedly that will fix the problem, according to information that somebody gave me, which I don't remember who. I'm not ignoring the chat. I saw you. We'll get up to 1.2 gigawatts at some point. Okay. Can we actually get that from here? Probably not. I'm trying not to use the... there we go. All right. So let's see if that actually fixes it or not. We'll have to check it tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, but, you know, when the sun's up. Tomorrow in game. There we go. And let's not melt all the wiring. Okay. So, let us see how we do for... we got to get the heavy cable. Maybe he passed out. Nobody else needs to chat. Dark Dragon does enough chatting for everybody. Why? They are all heavy. The data cable's a light. All the power cables for the solars are heavy cables. It's the data cable is the light cable. Yeah, we would have blown it a long time ago if we had not. Oh, whoops! Did I not? Ah. All right, there we go. 50%. Obviously, we did not get full charge though. Oh, that was the last of the heavy cable. I guess I. Oh, that's right, because we had two stacks. We had a stack of 41 and a stack of 6, and I combined them. All right, so let's make a little bit. How much should we make? Cable heavy. Is it 3 per junction? Heavy can handle 50,000 watts. So 50. Wait a minute. Yeah, we'll need it eventually. No, heavy. Why am I brain farting on that? It's 50,000, but I can't remember if it's kilowatts or watts. I want to say watts. Yeah, we're not making. Well, no, it does tell us our total potential, though, is. Potential is 19 megawatts for storage down here. That would mean we're storing a lot more than we're able to produce. Oh, here we go. So 50,000 watts, so 50 kilowatts. So we're making 31 kilowatts right now. Which that doesn't seem right. Is my math messed up? That doesn't seem right. Because it should be, if we hit, let's see how many we got. And we need, obviously straight cables only take 1. And 3-way junctions take, what was that, 2, 3? Oh, 2 each. I'm gonna make a few more. I do not want to go up there. One solar panel produces max is 500 watts. So we should have, what do we have? Yeah, we have 31,500 watts. So 31.5 kilowatts is what we're producing. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, because we're a little over half. Okay, let's try that. I'm thinking 20 should hopefully be enough. Yeah, I'm assuming too. As soon as people can mod it, then that will be, obviously one of the first mods is, just like Space Engineers is 10x power solar panels, and then you'll have the other side of it that complains that it's just completely unrealistic. Close enough. Oh, you know what? I didn't top off the jetpack while I was in the base. My helmet's too big. I can't get in. Oh, really? Jetpack's completely dead. You think I can jump it? Probably not. That is the last row, though, isn't there? No, it's not. There's another row. Shoot. Well, you know what we could do? We could just do the cheaty thing. Oh, that's right. No, we got to take the glass off first. Yes. Not the ideal way to do it, but I'm not going back through the airlock just so I can hook up a few wires. And I'll still be one short. It's going to be so close. Okay, there. Oh, look at that. We had 3 left over. All right, so they're all hooked up now. Very nice. Yeah, well, it depends on the solar panel. I mean, obviously, they've got to be that size. We need to turn this one around. And let's turn this. Oh, what are we at? We're at positive 90. Nope, other way. Thank you. And let's turn that back around the way it goes. All right, so hopefully that should, what are we at? Probably negative 90 on this one, right? Yep. Hopefully that should do us pretty good for now. And then as soon as the sun gets up a little bit, we'll get the 100% capacity. It doesn't take very long. It's only going to be up a little bit. I'm surprised it actually tells me what the readout is on them. Saying I don't think there's anything else in the game that actually gives you a readout. Yep, so there, now we just hit 100%. So it doesn't take very long. Oh, I guess we should just sit up here for a minute and see if they actually glitch out or not. Look at the nice little rows of solar panels. Yes. Oh. Actually, you know what? We'll run in and fill up the jetpack, and then we'll come back out. Because I don't think it does it until it gets down to the other end of the calculation anyway. And that way we're just not standing around waiting for the sun to move. What are you? Thank you. Oh, so we should see, what was our, so we got up to 50%. So we're, what is up with the, that was really odd. Did you see the pressure was like going up, down, up, down? Yeah. That makes me think that the room didn't seal back up. I don't know. It should have. $54, $55, $56. Let's cycle that again just in case. I swear, if they don't fix the air leak bugs. Yeah, the rooms don't always seal up. The airlocks are buggy as it is. The doors don't always seal for whatever reason. It's an ongoing issue they've had since like the very beginning. Yeah, there's no reason for it not to. I mean, I know it's because we pulled those blocks out and it didn't recalculate the room correctly, I would believe. That or it's the airlocks leaking again. We have that every now and then. Okay, now we seem to be pressurizing okay. Maybe not. Some of it's because it's blowing it around, so it's hard to tell when it's... No, I'd say it's actually leaking. So we'll cycle to interior. So the way to fix that, though sometimes just relogging fixes it, is to basically break a block and replace it. It'll recalculate the room. Yeah, there's no reason for it not to... Alright, let's see if that fixed it. Cancel depressurize. Open up. Pressure to interior. I don't know if that's just linking or if it's because of the... Wow, that did drop. The temperature dropped in here. Holy. Yeah, well, this was higher anyway. So it does have to equalize, but that, yeah, I imagine that's probably leaking. All right, let's try this. Sometimes this will do it too. I'll pull the door out, put it back down, see if that fixes it. Oh, look, that one's like a silver color. Or it could just be a white. It looks very grainy for some reason. All right, good enough. Yeah, this is not the first time we've had this bug. Okay, exterior, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably going to have to relog. That usually seems to fix it. Hang on. Save world. As we just sit here and lose oxygen. It still shouldn't be... It shouldn't be going... I mean, we shouldn't be staying that low by the door. Even then, you know, even if there's the two vents and it makes it fluctuate over by, you know, this side, it should still be increasing by the door. Not either staying low or that would tell me that the air is leaking out over there. Yeah, but they're both pumping in. And they're basically just gonna both, because the active vents automatically shut off once they hit 100 or 101. Okay, so now we're 47 in here. Yeah, see, now it's not. Yeah, now it's climbing by the door. So yeah, it's that annoying bug, which I don't know how much oxygen we've lost from that before. Which we probably lost a bit because we are kind of equalized. We're at 65 throughout the whole base. If we're at 65 throughout the whole base, we lost a bit because we were at 80 at one point in some areas. 70, yeah. Oh, 62. We're definitely building up more power. Yeah, and for whatever reason, this one little vent just, oh, well, I don't have the return turned on in here. '63. Where is the sun at? It's, yeah, we're not going to hit 100%, but we're definitely, hey, MacGyver. Yeah, it doesn't, because they're different rooms, they do, it does fluctuate from side to side, because it's not at 100. If it was at 100, then the vents would start shutting off. So, and then basically it should, each one should just kick on to maintain in their area if the returns are drawing faster. But yeah, and this is such a big area, it usually does seem to be a little bit lower pressure. Okay, so we're not leaking atmosphere anymore. Very nice. I love that bug. That's, maybe one of these days. I swear, it's leaking atmosphere in this game equates to broken rotors in and pistons in Space Engineers. It's just one of those things that it's probably going to take them forever to get working correctly. Okay, let's clean this stuff up. And I don't need my... actually, I'm going to leave my drill on me. Because if we're going to go back outside... Pipes work is it splits in half at each split off. Oh, you mean for the flow? Are you talking about like the gases running through the pipes? And let's we'll grab some steel sheets too. And let's see, steel. Let's see what we got over here. Not over there. Okay, yeah, we emptied that out. So, and then yes, I get the random dead bodies, skeletons that show up. This is Gopnik, who has not been on for how long now? You know what? I want somebody to make a mod that gives us a skeleton stand, because we have suit stands. So just give me one that I can put a skeleton in, and we'll put everybody's bodies. So did Kevin? Nope. All right. Do we need anything from here? No. All right, so we'll just go out. Hopefully this one does not... Oh, you know what? Let's change our jetpack. That would probably be useful. How are we doing on the other resources as well? And we're good on those. And we're good. We'll get a high charge. All right. So we'll jump back out here now. No, actually, hang on. Real quick before we run outside. If the sun is now 58, yes, we hit like 60, some a little over 60. Which I think we're higher than yesterday, so we should be gaining a charge then. Let's not pull that out. Let's leave that in the suit. DK was late for the base, yes. What I should do is, you know what I should do is I should kick his skeleton until it's like down. Oh, I have a funny idea. So what I can do is, yeah, I think in front of the airlock, I'm going to pull out one of the blocks and we'll shove his skeleton in there and I'll put a sheet of glass over it. Wall mount, yeah. Oh, we should make sure the tank is, you're down to 1. That's close enough. We should make sure the tank is, oh, the valve's open, so we should be good. Yeah. That's just what's coming through on the base. -7 degrees. It's definitely chilling off now. Ooh, you know what we could do? So I think that's why the wall heaters are running so much is because since we do have the big radiator system in, yeah, it's basically coming in. It's not tied into that. So it's cooling off here, and then it's running through that radiator. Well, wait. How did we do that? How do I have an open pipe on that end? Oh, because I just teed it off. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I was going to say, yeah, because it doesn't circulate back through. Since that's not how it works in the game. Then yes. So what we could do, we could add, how do we want to do that? We could pull this out because we don't really need this, the radiators, because we can expand, we can just add them onto this one. And then, so the pipes themselves do radiate a little bit, but not near as much as with the radiator on there. Oh, that's kind of funny. Yeah, the smeltery room, that is kind of a funny idea. So what we could do is we could add another digital valve in and not run. Oh, actually, we could just do it that way. So, yeah, the really easy way to do it then is to pull out these radiators, and then before this radiator circuit, after the T, we put a digital valve in. If the temperature is below 20 degrees Celsius, then it shuts off the radiators. And then that way it should hopefully try to keep the temperature, not dropping too low. I don't know. It might not make that much of a difference. We could test it and see. But that way, because that's probably why the heaters are running so much. All right, I'm going to grab those. And at some point, we still... Oh, there's still more frames. We still need to put some type of... Maybe, and I'm thinking about maybe doing it out here, is... because we could actually fill in this spot. Is... enclosing it and have a heater on there. And then that way, if it comes in too cold, then... So maybe we won't worry about doing... Maybe we won't worry about doing the radiator, and we'll just put a heater. So if it's too cold, it'll vent it on this tank and run it through. Or, if it's below 20 degrees, 20 degrees or below, then it's just going to basically open up and let it dump it into the system. If it's above 20 degrees, it'll keep the valve off until it hits 20 degrees, opens it up, runs it through. And if it is below 20 degrees, so that would let it pass through the first tank, it would hit this tank, we'd have a digital valve, same kind of setup, just set for a higher range. Well, we would just put it, if it's below 20 degrees, it does not let the valve open. Or we'll give it, we'll give it a little bit of a range. Oh. Huh. That's actually not a bad idea. Yeah, well, maybe we can do something like that. I mean, that would be a way to do it. Oh, you know what we could do is we can enclose the tank, and what we'll do, I don't know, I don't think we don't have to do an airlock door. We can just do a regular door, because the other doors are airtight. We can just put a door down here. So it'll basically, if we enclose the tank and then put a door down here, yeah, but it's still not, I mean, it might help. Now, if we enclose it in glass, that would help, because then it's going to pick up heat from the sun. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, you can set them to we can just like we read off of them from the solar panel, but you can set them to open. That's what I was talking about before. I had the idea to put motion sensors in front of the doors, so that way when I walk in front of them, it'll open. Okay. What? Oh, the tank? Yeah, I'm thinking if we do the glass, though. Oh, I never noticed the. Has it always been like that? Or they changed the model a little bit? I don't remember having the gray disc on top. But, we had them pretty much right up to the ceiling anyway, so. Everything else looks the same. Yeah, maybe they've always just been like that. I've never noticed, because you have to kind of stand back always to see it. All right. So, let me see now. How do we want to do this here? So this is going to be, we're going to have stairs going down here. And I guess we'll go ahead and do something like that. Oh, really? We have a little bit of... door underneath the floor for the tank. Yeah, no, they would both be open to the space, because I did not fill in the radiator blocks. So like it's just, I left it just I think the only one I actually put anything in was the yeah, oh, I did put the braces on them all. Yeah. Yeah. No, I just left it like that. So that way it does let the airflow run through there. And then obviously I'm assuming the game is intelligent enough to know that these grates are not airtight. So that would open this up to vacuum as well. All right. How big do we want this room? well, I shouldn't say need. It's going to be a sorting system, so I'm thinking we're going to need to be pretty big. And I kind of want to come off of this side a little bit as well, I think. Oh, that's funny. Oh, okay. The glass just doesn't render as far. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, anyway. No, maybe we won't come off this way. Maybe we'll just leave it. So what do we got now? We basically have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's not going to be near big enough. We don't build anything that small. Come on. Okay. I kind of figured so, but, you know, it's an alpha, so, you know, I could see it. Oh, supposedly we actually have corner blocks now. So we might actually be able to make some of the slope blocks. There was a note on that today. And I guess maybe some of the angled blocks have been working. They've just never really said anything in the notes. I really wish they were a little bit better at communicating. Yes, yeah, I would put a pressure and temperature on there. Like with the other tanks, or is planned with the other tanks. Because that's all good information. Is my jet... yeah, my jetpack is on. Okay, now this is where I was talking about, like, we'll just step down. We'll have a staircase on the inside, because otherwise we're going to have some big floating... You know, we don't want stuff floating. That would be horrible. No, I don't think we need the gas composition. Okay, so yeah, we can drop down to like here. Oh, actually. Does this come back up? It does a little bit. I don't know if we're going to go that far, though. Yeah, so we'll do... something. So I'm kind of thinking this room is going to be long. And I got to figure out how... Well, we're going to have the other tanks inside are going to have their readouts, which that's the ones we're going to care about, because the one out here is just what's being circulated through the system. So the storage tanks inside are actually our reserves. Okay, so how many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, look, oxides. And random holes. Okay. If I need a nuclear reactor, there's a good hole to build one in. Oh, look. We got a big crater over here, too. Okay, well, here's another one. We got some coal. All right. So we've got... Let's turn that off. That looks really weird. Yeah, I was thinking we would just dig out underneath it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So overall, like a 6 by 14. It's a little bit smaller where the door is, but that's a good spot for, you know what, that's going to be annoying. We got to put an airlock in, and now I've got 2 stairs that are going to go into one door. So we'll get rid of this one. We'll just move this over, line up the doors. Yeah, if I build it up though, then I'm gonna have to end up doing another set of stairs, which is gonna come back over to here, since they're too, you know, too long for one high. So that would put it like here. Actually, I have to go even higher than that. I mean, we could dig out this portion of it. Yeah, no, I don't think we're going to do that, because we would end up having, you know, even if this block down here is, you know, if this is our floor, that's our one tall area. That's going to put our, which means we would be back to here, which is actually not too bad, because that would give us like an airlock here, and then you basically come in and then have the whole room. Yeah, I don't know. But that means I also have to pull up all of these blocks and raise them up one. And then do another line down below. Yeah. Well, no, my thought is to just dig underneath. I mean, I do want to have the area, but since this is kind of, you know, not flat, which that's a nice kind of, well, it does have a slope to it too. I do think the next base I do is maybe I'll kind of break up each room into a different thing, and I don't know, maybe run it underground or something. Yeah, I just don't know if I want it that. No, no, we don't want to do that over here, because we're on this side of this. Well, we're in line with the solar panels, which have all disappeared. And ta-da, solar panels. Because we can't build too much higher, or, I mean, I guess we'd only block it in the morning, but I'd rather not block them at all if possible. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to dig out underneath and do that. Yeah, because we don't have to be nice about the digging out. I mean, I can just hog it all out, and then, you know, when we put the blocks in, that'll kind of arrange it, I should say. And I think I want to do some of these as windows. So we're going to pull up that one. Oh, yes, and of course, I just put down those when I need a few more now. Okay, there, and then this will keep us in line with that door. And maybe what we'll do is, oh, you know what we could do? Oh, yeah, that's actually a good idea. So maybe what we'll do is we'll dig this out, and we'll have a staircase going down, and then we'll leave it unpressurized. We could leave it unpressurized. I could just see issues with that. I think we'll pressurize it. We'll do it from inside. Yeah, but that's, yeah, we're already going to be a little bit higher. So I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to raise it up even more. Because the higher we raise it up, the longer throughout the day that we're going to block the solar panels. And then maybe what we'll do is something like that. I don't know. Figure out how we're going to do the layout on the inside. But maybe we'll do something like over here. Because we're going to obviously have a airlock. And then come out. Oops. This floor. Yeah, this floor, the top of the room below, right? The roof of the building completely? Or the roof of the floor below? That is an option. Oh, you know what? We could do that, and we could use the top as our landing pad. Because, like I was saying, I did want to make a big landing pad to land the ships on. So we could just square this off and make the whole thing underground, basically. And then what we'll do is we'll run one staircase up to go to the landing pad, and we'll run one staircase down. So yes, that'll work. And if we built it over a little bit more, we could have had windows going out the side, but it's all right. Yes, I do like that idea, because then that actually gives us kind of another use for it, because I was planning on making a I was trying to see if we had any. Oh, I guess this is the next closest crater. All right. And yes, I know I'm using up all my jetpack. This is where I fall in the hole, right there. That one. Okay, not. Yeah, yeah. This one's gonna stay here to come up to the. Yeah. So maybe what we'll do is we will make these like a couple wide, since there won't be an airlock here now. I might push it out a little bit further too, because I kind of like having it centered on there. So maybe I'll do 3 stairs here to go up. I don't know. They're pretty wide. It's not like it's cumbersome. And then what we'll do is we're going to still have the stairs coming up here to come in from like when we, come back from a mining run or whatnot. And then what we'll do is maybe like right here is we'll do stairs going down. And let's get those in there now. So now we can actually get up here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to stick with the 1. Because, I mean, it's, they're not, we definitely got plenty of space to walk on them. Take out, what do you mean, like this? I mean, they just clip through the ground. Oh, you mean so we don't have the gaps underneath. I wish they had a set of stairs that did not, that kind of sealed. so that, you know, it wasn't open. But anyway. All right. And I think that we've got some steel sheets, but that was the last of our frames. I'm going to have to go do a mining run. I think that was the last. Why do I keep doing that? Oh, it's because I've been playing Hellion. I keep highlighting stuff and hitting F, which that's all F does, not clicking. No, the angle doesn't match. They're a 45. Oh, for the one, the underground battery room? Yeah, that is a good idea. What we'll probably do is extend, which I can't go out over there now and do that. Okay, we're not leaking, so we're good. Well, that's a long ways to go, though. The only might be doable. Oh, we could actually just come in over on this side. So we don't really have anything run, so we could have another airlock door right here. That would work, because I don't really want to have to rip any of this out. I mean, we've got all kinds of wiring and stuff ran down behind here. And there is kind of a trench ran down through to run that heavy line, wherever it is over in here, over to the ACs and stuff. But yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll put a second airlock door right here. Or, actually, that's quite a ways down. We might put an airlock door right here. Or like right here. Because that would actually be, that's the floor right there. So that would give us, we'd be right underneath the floor right there. I don't need the batteries in the main base. The only thing would suck is I would have to run all the lines down. I mean, it's definitely doable. We could. I mean, I could just, you know, basically take a block and line it as I run the lines down. I mean, we can get 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can get 5 on two sides, 3 on the top, and 3 on the bottom, potentially. That is true. Yeah, it doesn't actually have to be an airlock. I'd probably just still put a door on it so I can seal off the two areas. And then just have a regular door on either side. Yeah, that would be fine. It doesn't need to be an airlock. And actually, an airlock would not work well, as we've known from this, because the airlocks are either going to depressurize or pressurize. We can't get, I really wish we could have a setup that was for inner atmosphere, outer atmosphere, instead of pressurize, depressurize. Give us like a mode switch on it or something. Because, then I would just have an active vent on one side, an active vent on the other side, hooked to a passive vent, hooked to a passive vent, and, you just have, side A vent, side B vent, and then side A door, side B door, and then it would know, okay, I need to pump everything back out into this side, and then I can open, then pump everything in from this side, and then open the door. I could. I mean, that is possible. I would have to. Obviously, we can't. If we do, we can't use like this panel. We'd have to manually cycle it like we're doing with the greenhouse. But that is definitely doable. But I mean, it hasn't. I've seen reports of it, but that's only like the third or fourth time in the 91 episodes that we're currently at that's actually happened. So it's not that big of a deal. It's just, you don't usually realize until you're like, oh, why is the pressure in the base dropping? But luckily, actually, that time we caught it in the airlock. Okay, there we go. All right. And, oh, we can actually combine those. There we go. Save a little bit of space there. All right, so we're going to call this good for this episode. We're about an hour and 15 minutes, a little over right now. We must be in the middle of the night. Still seems like I would like to know why our power is dropping so low all of a sudden. I have a sneaky suspicion. I mean, yeah, granted, the heaters are running, but it still seems like they're dropping lower than it should be. And I think we do need to yeah, so we're not getting, it's either cycling through too fast that it's not having a chance to heat up, or we're just not getting enough heat out of the yeah, see, we're probably not, well, that shouldn't actually be too bad. But our radiator system's at negative 63.8, which is interesting because it's only negative 60 outside. So we're actually colder than it, the radiator's colder than it is outside. It's kind of interesting. And then, yeah, that's actually hit the point where it's cycling. Oh, these all kicked in again. Oh, because yeah, because when we had the air leak, I restarted. Oh, did we actually hit temperature? No. That's the one. That one's just being buggy. I really hope they get that straightened out. And this one will never let me turn it off. It always tells it. I'm assuming the circuit must interact with that one first for whatever reason, because it locks it out, but it doesn't lock out the rest of them. Okay. Yes. So since I restarted the map from our leaking airlock, it re-kicked the ACs back in. I wanted to see what our power use was actually going to be, but that's not. Wow, that came up pretty fast. Is the sun currently up? I guess it is. Huh, okay. Yeah, so we are charging. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do, is we're going to do that. And then that will give us some control over it. I'm still thinking about making, and maybe when we do all that, if we move the smeltery over there, then maybe we'll turn the smeltery room, since it is right back on the opposite side of this wall, and it's already tied into the radiator system. Maybe we'll turn that into the heating system for the radiator. But now that we're not on the moon, the radiator doesn't get as cold, so it might not be that big of an issue. So maybe we'll just do it with the in-tank, because everything that's running through the system is coming through that tank outside. So that's a good point to add heat back into the system if we need it. Yeah. So, and what are we at for? Yeah, not a lot of pollution. But our temperature is slowly coming back up, so that's good. I think. I haven't really been keeping a close eye on it. All right. Anyway, we're going to call this good. I probably do. Oh, I did. The mod author did get back to me on that that RTG mod. I guess you cannot use uranium as a crafting material in the machines. That's why he did not have it in the recipe. He said he actually planned on doing that. Um, no. The filters do not, the amount of filters don't make a difference. It's just how many gases you can actually filter. So if we want oxygen and nitrogen, to collect, to put into a tank together, then, we could use two filters for that. Kind of like how we were using that as our filtration system, which actually worked fabulous. It's just, we were getting massive pressure differentials from one side of the base to the other. There's an RTG mod that came out that I saw, I think it was yesterday. Might have come out a day or two before that. But so it's added to the fabricator. It's added the RTG now. So we can craft it if we wanted to. I don't know what the power output is on those though. No, trash. Yes. But it's basically he made it comparable to the nuclear battery. Since he could not use uranium as a crafting item recipe, part of the recipe. It's the RTG that's in creative. So it basically just gives you a way to create it. Oh, is that what it creates? Well, that's actually not too bad. That's only that's basically 4 heaters. Yeah. So the RTG and yeah, 25 electrum, 50 NVAR, 25 constant tan, and 25 solder. So yes, obviously, as far as alloys go, it is an expensive recipe. Um, it might, I don't know. It would be kind of worth it just to have the wall heaters on those, just because they do suck a ton of power. But I don't know. I threw it in there. I mean, at least it's kind of real. Yeah, I know. Is it 8? Yeah, it would be 8, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's actually not too bad. Yeah, I mean, it's at least it's not, I'm sure some of that is something somebody's going to make a mod for as well. Is, basically make them put out quite a bit. I'm hoping they'll add some more power generation. But, hopefully some point here we'll get reactors or something. All right. Well, I'm going to call this good for this episode. We are now at almost an hour and a half. I'll try to do a mining run before the next episode. Obviously, we need copper. I'm going to make a whole bunch of steel, tons and tons of steel. Luckily, I think we're pretty good on iron. Oh, we hit 64%. Oh, and Gopnik jumps in right as I'm leaving. And obviously copper we are, which we might as well just go ahead and tell it to smelt that. That way it'll be doing it when I come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can make quite a bit of steel. We got plenty of iron. I mean, we have like about 1,000 iron between all the machines. So we could turn all that into steel. So we're pretty good there. I think it's mainly just the copper and probably some gold. Oh. It automatically, as soon as I stream, it basically automatically sends it to YouTube. I mean, I guess I could change. Well, why would I stream it if I'm not going to post it to YouTube? Because then nobody's going to see it. So what would be the point in streaming it? That makes, I don't get why I would do that. Yeah, but the rare, oh, and yeah, to go back to the RTGs, it's not really rare. I mean, it's just, well, yeah, I can delete the stream afterwards, or the episode. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Um, the well, if I'm gonna go that far, is then I would just keep it. You know, I just label it as a mining run, and then that way people know what to expect. Um, the Yeah, the alloys I don't really mind making, and hopefully we'll actually have that automated at some point relatively soon here. Relatively being we have to get the whole other building built and dug out, and you know, if we move wiring, and I was actually thinking about making a whole power building. Run the base off an RTG with a battery charger. um, RTG would not be bad to have a couple of those just to kick in at night. I don't know. I mean, they are really expensive, I guess. So, I mean, yeah, it's alloys, but it's going to take some time and resources to craft them. Um, hmm. Anyway, all right. Well, before I ramble on any longer, yeah, I'll do a stream or two tomorrow, and maybe I'll just do like the first one be a mining run or something, and try to see if I can get an earlier start tomorrow um, than I did today. But all right, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you in episode 92. Which for me will be tomorrow, and if somebody watches this later on, it's going to be in episode 92. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good night. Good night, Dark Dragon. And good night, everybody else as well.